Right. So one last topic and important thing before we move on to doing one end-to-end example. So at the same time, I'll make sure I'm writing everything here so that we are not missed on any notes. CSS, and this also is a part of CSS, right? So let me write it here, tag name, and tag name dot class name will also go part of this CSS. Cool. So these two are your tricks to play around. And one last thing is regular expressions. Okay, so sometimes value may keep on changing. Now username is now constant. Tomorrow it might be username 123 alphanumeric, just like what we saw for login. Okay, so alphanumerics keep on changing. So it's not like rule, but most of the times it changes. And you don't have any unique attribute. Let's assume that you have only one attribute. All these are not defined by developer. Okay, so and the only attribute is also keep on changing. So in that time, if you want to write an XPath or CSS, how do you do? So first of all, you have to, so basically here we are using regular expression concept to handle this scenario, and you have to identify which is constant here. Okay, username is constant. All right. So by using constant and one subtext of your actual attribute value, you can form your XPath or CSS using regular expression. Now this is the syntax // tag name. As I said, tag name is always options @ contains attribute value. Yeah, this is XPath syntax. So basically we are saying go and identify that with the tag name or with a star, which is anything. Pick out one attribute and that attribute have the value but which is contains. Okay, don't expect exact match like the syntax which you are seeing earlier. So earlier we are saying equals to, so that value should be equals to in the attribute, but here we are not saying equals to, we are saying contains. So that means the text whatever you pass here should contain in the actual value. So that's all we are saying, simple. So this regular expression happen with text contains. Now to write a regular expression for this simple HTML, we will do as / input contains, sorry, not at, I'm sorry, there is no @ here. Okay, / contains @ what is your attribute? Name, and what is the value of it? You are putting regular expression, it's username, right? Username. So after giving this step, if you execute in your Selenium, it will go and firstly checks what all the input tags it have, and for that input tag it will check for name attribute, and for that name attribute it will see whether username text is the value of it, not exactly, if it matches with any subtext. Okay, is this value subset of actual value? So if that is the case, then it clicks on the text path. Okay, you need not to be exact username 123. So if you are giving exact name, then you can directly use attribute equals to value, so that it will match exact value letter to letter. But if you give contains, so it will just match subtext and it will go and click on it. Okay, this is an XPath for regular expression syntax. For CSS it's very simple. So this is actual syntax, right? And for CSS, that's why I always like CSS syntaxes. Attribute, till here it is common like a previous one, just put a star, that's it. Oops, what happened? You see that how simple it is? It is the CSS regular expression syntax. It exactly looks like the same of the actual matching one, standard syntax, but only thing you need to put star here. That's all. If you put star, then it assumes that there is no direct match for whatever value they have given. So I need to match subtext. With one simple star, it understands that. But whereas for XPath, you need to write like this, contains keyword. Okay, so there is one quiz interview question, I think. So some company conducted interview and they have written a question saying, which locator uses contains keyword for their regular expression? XPath. Simple, right? Because CSS don't use it. CSS simply put a star and that will take care of. Okay. Now same CSS syntax, if you want to write for this, you can simply write input name star equals to username. That's all. That's your CSS regular expression syntax. Okay. So you may get doubt basically where we use all these regular expression in which scenario. So one scenario is when it is constant, and another scenario is like when attribute value is too long. Okay. If it is too long of 40-50 letters, there's no point in copying everything in your code. So just take that unique text, whatever you feel out of that entire big text, and use simply regular expression like this, star or contains. That's all. It goes and identify. Okay. So that's about regular expression. Let me write this in my, let's do a practical example on this. Don't worry. I'll not leave any topic without a real-time example. Guys, please leave us a review if you are satisfied with our service. Okay, so I'm trying my best to make the topics very simple with all the examples and the notes like this. So your review will really help us to put more and more exciting content in this course. And do remember that we are offering lifetime instructor support. Okay, so come back after 5 years and post a question in the discussion board. I'll help you. Okay, there is no limit or there is no validity for your query support. Hope this continues lifelong. Regular expression. Yeah, so after 5 years, if you see entirely new Selenium out there, like they have depreciated all the old versions and everything is new, then just don't get panic. Come back to my course and you will see all updated videos based upon the latest version of Selenium at that particular time. Okay, so that is why I say that we are providing lifetime support and we need your support in form of rating and review. So that's on your plate. So please do that task for us. Okay, so okay, let's come back. Let's do an example using this regular expression. I'll go back to Eclipse. So this time I'll take Salesforce. Okay, Facebook we have done much examples. I'll again go back and say Salesforce. Oh, we already have one test name, right? Let's say end to end. Okay, so yeah, we can copy these three things which is common, like setting a property and setting Chrome driver. Or let's take another website because we are keep on using Facebook and Salesforce, right? From our previous lectures. Let's take rediff.com. Okay, another site for to grab the objects freshly, because we are handling those Salesforce and Facebook with different locators from all our previous lectures. So let's do some fresh website automation here. Okay, so let me pass that same here, rediff.com. Rediff.com. Okay, now I want to click on sign in button, sign in link here. So just inspect it as it is, and if you see the attributes, there are href and title attributes defined for this sign in HTML code. So let's use the regular expression of CSS here. Driver dot find element by dot CSS selector and let's use the title attribute. Anchor is the A tag name, A attribute. So let's try to take the regular expression. So if you want to take the regular expression for the title attribute, you need not write all this text, already a user, question mark, sign in. One subtext is enough to identify it uniquely. Okay, so let me take this, sign in. This sounds like unique thing, right? So what I'll do, star equals to sign in. That's all. Okay, so by putting the regular expression which we are talking here, this point, so by just providing sign in, it will go to the code and checks for a title attribute for the value sign in inside it. So as sign in is present in this whole text, it identifies it uniquely and clicks on it. Dot click. Okay, so once we click on that, we should navigate to the next page. In the next page, let me take this username, and yeah, these are the attributes. So let's write XPath now. Find element by dot XPath. So once you had enough practice, you should avoid right click, copy and XPath. Please remember that. So right now we are doing this test without depending upon any browser tool. So you can take ID which looks like unique in / input at the rate, what's that, ID login 1, I guess. Okay, and you can just send keys hello inside it. You can start practicing parallelly with me. You can pass this test and try to write username, password and click on go button. Let's see if you can do it or not. Okay, and then you can resume this video to cross check. So that will give you enough confidence to work on this tool. At least till this section what you have learned, you will get confidence on it. So by dot XPath, this time password, I'll straight away go with ID CSS, but in the form of hash. Remember, I have told one locator to identify CSS directly with ID, that is tag name hash ID. Okay, you see here Chrome already suggesting us to use that, so which I already explained here. Yeah, this point, tag name hash ID gives us a CSS. So tag name is input hash, and when you check password is your password dot send keys, you can say goodbye. So that's all. Now you have to handle login button. Go. It's go here, and you have a lot of things. It's up to you what you have to use. Let's use name attribute. Find element XPath name equals to proceed, right? I'll do one thing here to demonstrate regular expression of XPath. Okay, here we demonstrated regular expression for CSS, right? So I'll try to do for this attribute by skipping D letter. Okay, even I skip D letter in this proceed, it should click on it because I am going with regular expression. So / input contains at the rate, what is this, name and proceed. Okay, I am skipping D here if you carefully observe, but as this is subtext of proceed and I am providing regular expression, it should go and click on this go button. Okay, let's see how it runs. Okay, so run as Java application. Click on OK. Oh wait, 1 second. Syntax is wrong here. So when you open this bracket, you have to close this, right? You missed it. Okay, then it will throw an invalid syntax error. So now it is correct. Okay, let me run now. So you should be careful about this closing brackets and opening brackets. That will give you an error. Yeah, but if you get an error by just seeing the logs, you will understand that it's a syntax error and you can fix it. You see that it clicked on sign in button, entered username, password, and clicked on go button so that you are in this page. Okay, so what special we have accomplished in this lecture? We have not dependent on XPath for browser tools. We have not dependent on browser tools for CSS, and we have written our own XPath and customized CSS, and also we have used regular expressions to handle our test. That's cool, right? So you are almost there in beginning our scripting. Okay, so even this is scripting. This doesn't mean that these are the basics. Okay, now you know how to click any link on a web page given, right? If someone give you a link, you will just inspect and click in maximum number of ways using the attributes available. And now you also know how to enter the text in any edit box given in the application. You also know how to click on any button or link with a click method by taking the locator. And we have also seen how to grab the text from the web page if it is an error message or something. Okay, so that's your basics of Selenium. If you don't have the basics of handling this, you cannot proceed when you want to deal with some Ajax UI elements. So we are very clear with the lecture what we are talking about. So let's continue the same momentum and learn few more topics about the WebDriver. Okay, thank you.